We don't know who she is. 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 I think it was ridiculous. I think it was ridiculous. I'm sure. I'm sure. It was remarkably good. It was remarkably good. We are planning to fly to Italy. 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 You mustn't worry. You mustn't worry. You mustn't worry.
Have you seen the play?
What play? The Importance of Being Earnest?
No, a waste of money.
There's no play called that. Not a waste of money. You must mean a taste of honey.
Oh, that's the name of it, is it? Who wrote the thing?
A young Manchester girl, or at any rate she was when she wrote it. Very young. Still in her teens, I believe, in fact.
Really? You amaze me.
Christmas will be here soon. What are you giving Uncle Albert?
What am I giving him?
Yes.
Oh. I suppose he's got plenty of cigars.
Yes, he's got all the ones he had for his birthday.
Yeah. Shall we give him something between us, do you think?
Okay. What about a pullover?
Right. Has he got a favourite colour?
I don't know. But we must get it at St. Michael's, and then he can take it back and change it if he wants to.
You'd better tell him he can, or he won't know. He gave away that red one Aunt Ethel bought him there.
Oh, everyone at our house had been wondering what had happened to it. Do you know, I'd been to some little concert in that little Senate house in Cambridge. Charming building. Anyway, we were standing on the pavement outside afterwards, you know, chatting. Nice balmy light summer evening. When I noticed, well, I was actually convinced it was some cat purring away. So I looked around, and underneath this big car we were standing alongside, then suddenly I realized I felt such a fool. It was the car taking over, the Lord Mayor's Bentley or whatever it was. So you're not very keen on music then?
Music? You can't call this pop trash music.
What do you call music then?
Anything but this raucous junk.
Go on then, tell us something you like.
Loads of things. Handel's Largo, Ave Maria, Schubert's Unfinished Symphony, Beethoven's Fifth. Anything with a decent tune to it.
Tune? Can't call Beethoven's Fifth a tune. 4 notes and 3 of them all the same.
It's what he does with them that counts. And there do happen to be other melodies as well as the famous bit.
You know, I don't think you've ever properly listened to a good group.
Listen? You can't listen to them. You get bombarded by them.
I bet you couldn't even name a single group.
I could tell you heaps of them.
Go on then, tell us a few.
All right. Noisy and the Ear Splitters.
Go on.
Grotty and the Soap Shunners.
It's no good arguing with you.
Stinky and the Air Befoulers. Snotty and the Nose Pickers.
I was once rung up by one of these dance studios that do their advertising by telephoning numbers at random. And the lady at the other end said, "Good afternoon, is this?" and gave my number. "Yes," I said. "Well," she said, "your telephone number's been awarded a free dancing lesson." I said, "Madam, my telephone can't dance." Nothing daunted, she ploughed on. She said, "Would you like to avail yourself of it?" And I said, "Alas, madam, my dancing days are long since over." Still she wouldn't give up and said brightly, "Well, is there anybody else at that number who'd like to avail themselves of this offer?" And I said, "Madam, There's nobody here but an old woman and her memories. And at last she got the point and rang off. The next incident of note in those early days occurred during Neil's barbecue. It was during that evening that I was confronted with the unpleasant reality of the woman I had the misfortune to call my neighbour. It was early June. I remember because I had only been in the house 3 weeks, and the weather was bright and warm for once, and just right for a barbecue. I smiled as I heard his friends arrive. My windows were open, and I heard laughter, cheeks being kissed, wine unwrapped from crinkling paper. A barbecue with my neighbours would be a perfect start to a friendship, and I had been on my own in the house for long enough. They probably assumed a last-minute knock on the door would suffice. As I was so near to them and an official invitation was unnecessary, it goes without saying. Well, Tommy has proposed to me again. Tommy really does nothing but propose to me. He proposed to me last night in the music room when I was quite unprotected, as there was an elaborate trio going on. I didn't dare to make the smallest repartee, I need hardly tell you. If I had, it would have stopped the music at once. Musical people are so absurdly unreasonable. They always want one to be perfectly dumb at the very moment when one is longing to be absolutely deaf. Then he proposed to me in broad daylight this morning, in front of that dreadful statue of Achilles. Really, the things that go on in front of that work of art are quite appalling. The police should interfere. At luncheon, I saw by the glare in his eye that he was going to propose again, and I just managed to check him in time by assuring him that I was a bimetallist. Fortunately, I don't know what bimetallism means, and I don't believe anybody else does either. But the observation crushed Tommy for 10 minutes. He looked quite shocked. And then Tommy is so annoying in the way he proposes. If he proposed at the top of his voice, I should not mind so much. That might produce some effect on the public. But he does it in a horrid, confidential way. When Tommy wants to be romantic, he talks to one just like a doctor. I'm very fond of Tommy, but his methods of proposing are quite out of date. I wish, Gertrude, you'd speak to him and tell him that once a week is quite often enough to propose to anyone, and that it should always be done in a manner that attracts some attention.